Aussie gamers, welcome to the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast. The podcast created in the Southern Hemisphere where the internet is slow and the prices are as high as the temperature. Here are your hosts, Lucas and Red. Hey Aussie gamers, this is episode 149 and today is Thursday, the 3rd of November 2016. I am your host, Lucas, and here with me is my co-host and very good friend, Red. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks. Let me get this out of the way because you'll go, okay, whatever. If it was next week's show and the cricket starting today, we'd be raising a bat for 150. But the summer of cricket starts today in Australia, so I'm excited. Now that's out of the way, let's get back to games. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's still a game, though, isn't it?
Don Bradman, 99.95.
Oh, lovely. Alright, before we start, here's this week's show in preview. First up, as usual, we'll have video game discussion, then video game news. We have the death of the Wii U, Steam advertisement change, Steam Link, Diablo lead designer across the ditch, Watch Dogs 2 Season Pass, and Titanfall 2 free DLC. Then after the news we've got What's That Sound, then Red Shout, then Final Words, or Last Words, whatever we call it. And that's the end of the show.
Dun, 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 dun. Got any final words?
What's that? That's the, what's that called? Something March?
Death March.
The Death March, is it? Yeah. Lovely. Alright. Video game discussion, Red.
Oh, can I start off with like one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life?
Yeah, when you met me. Yeah, tell that story again.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to first-person shooters.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Last night I hit my longest kill streak in any first-person shooter that I've ever played in my whole entire life.
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
63 kills in a row without dying.
And how did you pull that off?
In a tank, bro.
In a tank?
Like, I put a screenshot up on the page last night, and you'll notice there's a bloke in there, Whiskey Raj, or we know him as Adam Hudson on the page.
Yep.
He went a mechanic class, and so every time I was getting busted up, he'd jump out and just screwdriver my bumhole.
Yeah, just fix you up.
Yeah. So that combined with the ability of me being able to reload and heal myself at the same time, we just pushed our way through this map, mate, and I just went ham. I'm getting really good in the tank.
I know. I saw the statistics there. The end of the game ended up 66 or something like that too. Yep. Yeah, man, that's massive.
I don't know how it was 66 and 2 though, because I literally I only died once right near the end. But someone clicked the other day that when you're in a tank, the tank might explode at the end of the game, if you know what I mean, because the game's over. So that might have registered. So it should have been 66 and 1, but I'm not complaining with a 33 KD for a game.
Far out, man. That's insane.
I had a KD last week of, 1.36 or something, I believe. Somewhere around there I reported. I've now improved that to 1.64 with 2,331 kills and 18 deaths. So, getting it there.
Yeah, good work, man. You're doing really well with that. Hey, I played Battlefield 1.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I played the multiplayer. And I've got a little bit of a bee in my bonnet about certain things that happened. I'll get to that. But first of all, I played one of my matches and I was quite impressed with it. I went 4-4.
When did you play it?
Yesterday.
How? When? Where were you? Why didn't you play with us?
Because it's on the Xbox.
EA Access.
EA Access, that's right.
Very good.
So yeah, I played it yesterday, and that game where I went 4-4, I think I spent the majority of the match trying to find people. The map was so huge. There was like little castles and stuff like that, and I was running around and couldn't find anyone. So I just kept capturing the same. Like I just stayed at this little capture thing, and it was funny because it's Conquest.
Yes.
Is like the domination or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was on fucking whatever G was, and I was capturing it, and then I thought, oh look, there's a little artillery thingy. I'll jump on that and give it a go. So unbeknownst to myself, went like the artillery gun thing was outside of the little capture thing.
Yeah.
So it stopped capturing, and there was a team member off to the distance who was shooting me. And I'm thinking, fucking, who's shooting me? And I get off the little thing, I look around, I'm like, there's only teammates around. And he shot at me just a couple of times to get my attention, and then he shot, like, inside the circle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, he's telling me, get fucking in the capture thing, because he was too far away to capture it. He's like, move! It was really funny, but like at first I thought he was just being an arsehole, but then it dawned on me that he was actually giving me a bit of a hand saying, dude, you're not capturing that thing anymore, you're right next to it, just move over like 3 steps and we'll get points. And I'm like, okay, no worries. So I jumped into the thing, got the points, and I run around and I was going well, I was getting kills, and then like I think I was going about 4-2. So I thought, oh, that's positive. It's not fucking anything to write home about or anything like that, but it was positive. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's
2KD,
cool.
man.
Yeah, considering I couldn't find anyone to kill. But then, like, there was like 30 seconds to go. My team was in the lead. I spawned in like a tiny little destroyed building.
Yeah.
And there was other players around me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm spawned. And I thought, I'll wait for these guys to walk out the door. And I'll follow out so we don't sort of run into each other. They've gone out the door, turned around, and shot me. I didn't actually realise they were enemies. It spawned me in a group of fucking enemies.
Oh, you should have dropped a grenade.
Well, yeah, but I didn't realise. So I died, obviously, because there was like 3 of them. Like I was spawned in the middle of them. That's why I immediately wrote it off as they were teammates. Because you spawn on your squad, but I spawned on like the enemy squad. I don't know what happened. It was rubbish.
The only thing that would twig to me what's happened there is you've flicked your stick or something and you've gone to respawn, but you've spawned on a point. Because you can still spawn on a point even if the enemy are taking it, as long as it's still blue. You know what I mean? If they're halfway through taking it.
Oh, that might have been what I did.
Yeah, because the stuff like that had twigged to me. Like, you know how you go, oh, you always watch the kill feed, you always know what's going on. But just little bits and pieces like that. So if someone's like, say, taking C, and C, you know how the circle depletes and then fills up in their colour?
Yeah.
So if the circle's halfway, and you can judge now, I've played enough games of it, how fast that is going as to how many enemies are in the capture zone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can spawn directly in on enemies, yeah.
So if it's going slow, you can go, oh, there's probably only one bloke there, I'll take him on.
If it's slow, the ratio is 1 to 1.5, you know, for every one of you, for every 2 of you, there's 3 of them, if that makes sense. Because it goes, you know, when you're taking a point and it'd have like a bar at the top of C and there's like a little bit of red piece, but then the rest of it's all blue. That means there's probably four of you on one of them, if you know what I mean. It's all ratioed out.
Okay.
Little bits and pieces. I've only picked it up. I've played for over 45 hours now, so I've picked up on all of these little bits and pieces, and hence why the KD is improving and the map knowledge is improving. But what I must ask you, did you find it graphically nice for a multiplayer game?
Yeah, of course. Yep. Except the one of the games, the mountains were glitching out in the background.
Oh wow, yuck.
Yeah, they look like the textures were gone, and it was just like a weird wire mesh sort of flat texture.
Yeah, we have to admit though, it's been through some teething problems. Not quite as bad as Black Ops 3 and not quite as bad as Battlefield 4, but there's been some teething problems. It was down on Sunday of all days here in Australia for 9 hours.
Yeah.
And the metal tracking isn't working properly. A fair few critical errors. I don't know what it is about these bloody multiplayer games. We give them so much leeway. The ones we get stuck right into of crashing and stuff like that. And like the Division, that was broken, well, basically until patch 1.4, really.
Oh, it's because they're good games. It's because we enjoy them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know what else to say about Battlefield other than the fact I played one extra campaign mission. I played the airplane one. That was so sick. I was actually sitting in my chair screaming, going, "Wow!" You know, really getting into it. That was fantastic what you could pull off in because the planes are a little bit easier to use in campaign than they are in multiplayer. That has a heads up.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got no real like map constraints, like you can fly for as long as you want in one direction, then swoop around and come back sort of thing. But in multiplayer, you go kind of get the edge of the map and you got to swing on and bring it back into the combat zone. But it made me a little bit more competent in multiplayer in the airplane. So the campaign, although it's a bunch of really good stories, it serves as a good tool because there's like one story for each sort of situation that you can use in multiplayer.
Yeah, good learning thing.
Yeah. Well, we may as well move on to Division.
Yeah, sure, man.
Now bought that up. I have completely broken my character, and I'm rebuilding from the ground up again. Absolutely. You've got to. I think you've got to now with all the different changes and everything that have come about. So I've eliminated any notion of putting together 4 pieces of gear set. Because all the bonuses have changed. I'm now running 3 different gear sets, a couple of pieces of each sort of thing. Because now what I've got to do, I've got to work again on my toughness.
Yep.
So get my mitigation back up because we all had that maxed out. And then when the update come through, it was 75%. But now the update's through, we drop back to about 28% bullet mitigation. So you drop pretty easily.
Yeah. I've got my, well, finally with 1.4 I was able to get myself to max gear score, and I've got my toughness up to over 300 now. I've got about almost 200 on my primary, over 300 on my secondary, and about 80 odd, 90 odd skill power.
Yeah, you sound like you're going the way I'm going.
Yeah, so I'm going well with it. I played it last night and a little bit a couple of nights prior, and yeah, I think I'm back into it. I enjoyed it last night. I was playing it with Snoogans and a couple of his previous mates, Isaiah's dad, 07, and Stan 5945. They jumped in last night with us, and we ran the Dark Zone. And, well, Snoogans and I ran the Dark Zone just with a duo for about an hour. And then the second half of our time on it, because we played it for about 2 hours last night. The second half, we joined up with those other 2 blokes, and we did really well on our own. We captured 2 of those supply drops in the Dark Zone just on our own, just the 2 of us.
Nice.
We took down, with the 4 of us, and also a couple of others like randos that weren't in, they were just in the Dark Zone. We took down a group of 4. What are they called? Manhunt Roads.
Yeah.
Yep. We took them down. I went down and got killed, but I was able to respawn, come back, grab my stuff, and help out with the last couple of rogues. And it all just went really well and felt balanced. Like, I was getting hurt and I almost went down, but my sniper rifle, which does the 320 damage, I was just hurting them from a distance when I could get a shot on. And
it's a little bit different now. You can punch. Hey, like the sniper rifles are actually strong. Like I always had. Sorry to interrupt, but you hit a good point because it is balanced, and you can actually feel yourself doing damage now.
Yeah.
I always ran SMG and assault rifle, that G36C and the AUG, right?
Mm-hmm.
I now run a sniper rifle and a bloody LMG.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I contemplated that.
I hit like a fucking truck.
But I've got the Scar now as my primary.
Yeah, me too,
I had something else, I can't remember what it was, but the recoil was so bad.
You had the paratrooper, SVD?
Isn't that the sniper?
Yeah, that's a sniper.
No, I'm not talking about the sniper. I'm talking about the assault rifle that I had. It was 3-round burst, but it had really... It wasn't 3-round burst. It was like... It just burst fire. I don't know how many rounds, but even with the burst fire, the recoil was rubbish. So I was like, oh nah, Snoogs, I've got to find something else. So we went around, and I ended up picking up a pretty powerful Scar. So that's what I'm running as my primary, with the paratrooper or whatever it is as me secondary there, which is really, really powerful.
Sounds
love
like
the sound of it.
Cannon.
Love the sound of it. I just love firing it, and it's quick fire. There's no like delay. It's just like you can fire it off like a semi-automatic. So she's a beautiful gun. Good sounds, good firepower on it, and it was a real good time last night. I enjoyed playing it. We played it for about 2 hours. We streamed. Snoogan streamed to Twitch. I streamed to YouTube, which is up for anyone to view on the YouTube channel, and the link is on the Facebook page. And yeah, we had a good time with it. It was good fun. So I think I'm back into that.
Well, you got season pass, haven't you?
Yeah.
DLC drops this month.
Yeah, nice. It'll be good to get into that. And also with the PvE, like outside of the Dark Zone's fun to do as well. We didn't do that last night. We just did Dark Zone. So we were in the Dark Zone for 2 hours.
Yeah,
and we enjoyed it.
See, that's what I done in the other day, because I was playing on my own. I've seen a few videos like this Skill Up and RX Gaming that I watch whenever I watch Division related material, and they showed a quick snippet of a JPG of the map, and it had highlighted where all the named guys are in the open world, in the PvE world.
Yeah.
And basically all I seen from it, like I didn't jot it down or print it out or anything, I just seen they're all basically around the outside of the map. So I started one Dark Zone entrance instead of going in, and then just worked my way around the whole map, running around the outside.
Oh yeah.
And just done that for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just picked up random loot. And you know how you level up now and you get the bloody caches?
Yeah.
The caches. And it's all rewarding. It's all worth doing now. You do a daily objective. Oh, here's a crate. Open it up. It's got 2 pieces of loot and Phoenix credits in it. No worries. I'll log in daily just to do that for half an hour. Yeah, brilliant. So, I'm well impressed.
Yeah, we had Robert White join the stream as well, and he was saying, "Oh, look, is it worth installing it again?" And yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
he agreed. He goes, after watching it, he's going to install it and play it again. It's...
Well, you know what we're going to have to organise now?
What?
Now it's doable. We're going to have to do all the incursions. We should stream them all back to back.
Yeah, well, I've still only ever completed the first one.
First try too, I think, because I was there. Or second, we wiped once and then got it done. I remember that quite vividly.
Yeah, I think it's streamed. I think we've got the evidence there somewhere. But yeah, look, I'm open to play it whenever now. I think I'm back into it. I don't know how long that'll last. I actually worked it out. I've put 178 hours and 12 minutes into it.
178 hours, so
a week,
6-7 days. Yeah,
7 days. Snoogans, however, has done double that.
Oh yeah. I put
it.
24 days or something into it. 25 days, maybe 27.
Nice.
We hammered it when it first came out, as I do with... Look, Battlefield's been out just over a week, and I'm almost tipping 50 hours on that. I obsess, and then I'll put something down, and then I'll obsess over something else, and then when we have a lull in games, that's when I go back and finish things off or revisit them. Like, I've got Skyrim there, but I'm looking... I haven't even started it. I opened the application once to check out the mod section just to go, woohoo, games with mods. But, so, with Skyrim, I think I want 5 or 6 days of where, like, Prue's home, I've got no chores, and I can just go wacko, if you know what I mean, and just do a 30, 40, 50 hour run in a week on it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've played Skyrim now. Actually, I don't know how long I've been playing for it. Do I have Steam open? No, I haven't got it open. I don't know. I've probably put 5 hours into it. and I'm working on my character, building him up, putting all my skill points into. Yeah, I'm actually actioning my skill points. Other than like wondering why I'm struggling.
Ooh, what are these red orbs? Oh, they're just colourful things to collect, like the coins in Mario.
Yeah, right. But no, I am enjoying it. I actually went to the effort of disconnecting my PC and plugging it into my lounge room TV just so I could play Skyrim on the big telly.
I was talking to you before you done that on the phone.
Yeah, I actually did that, and geez, it's beautiful. 60 frames, 1080p on a big 60-inch TV. That was real good to play that. And because I don't have a laptop that I can do the streaming thing on anymore. My laptop is, the laptop that I used to have I didn't like because it was really underpowered. So I sold it to buy a better video card for my computer.
They're cool,
so I don't have a laptop anymore. So in the news today, I've got something about what's called the Steam Link. I mentioned it the other day on my last 48 video that I did, and I can't wait till that arrives because that's going to change things. But I'll explain that in the news. But yeah, Skyrim's a good game. I was talking to Reprimir, and I said to him, you know what though, Skyrim is pretty much just Fallout with a different setting.
Oh yeah, a la Bethesda.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not a bad thing by any measure because it works. It's a good game. Because even like when you discover locations, it's a similar sound effect, like and, you know.
Yeah, well, that's almost the Bethesda games are almost the benchmark or the yardstick, if you will. Not a benchmark, but a yardstick for open world RPGs.
Yeah, and they really
basically
well.
define it. Yeah.
But I loved it. I found this base, and I'm not playing it like me. I'm playing it like, I don't know.
Me.
No, not you. Not like you, because I'm not hunting out collectibles. I'm not looking for side missions. I'm just fucking doing whatever the fuck I want. I'm literally just walking around. Like I have been in 5 hours, probably around the whole map now.
Yeah, just trudging along.
And I've probably only done 2 missions. Where, like, I just did enough to kill a dragon so I could get the first part of the shout going.
Yeah, wicked.
And
how cool is that when you absorb the dragon?
Yeah, it's pretty mad. So, like, I'm sure they've upgraded the. Like, I don't have anything to compare to because I've never done any of this stuff in the previous version. But the like elemental effects, like with the magic and all that, looks so pretty. I'm sure that's just in the remaster.
Oh, they did look good back in the day, but I'm sure they look better now.
They look gorgeous. But yeah, so I've just been walking around and I come across this little establishment. Sometimes it's hard to work out which ones are friendly or not, but generally the ones that will attack you will let you know. So quick save, go in there and sneak and just shoot arrows into them. It's so good because I've got it to the point, it's not very high yet, but I get like double damage when I'm undetected.
Yeah, sneaking.
Yeah, and just shooting them from a distance, popping them off. It's so good. One hitting them is real fun. And I was saying to Jason as well, there's nothing more satisfying for me than when I'm engaged in a long distance bow fight, because you actually see the arrows fly past your head and you hear it go.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, like that almost caught me, but because I moved out of the way, and because they're arrows, you've got time, so you can move out of the way, and firing them back and hiding out behind a rock. They're in like a castle shooting from the parapet, and it's just beautiful. Absolutely, I loved it. The bow and arrow physics are great.
Yeah.
Sword fighting's good too. I've got some double-handed weapons that I use for usually when I'm in like a dungeon, because it's a bit too close quarters for the bow and arrow. It's too slow. Absolutely.
Sounds like you've hit your stride.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's good. What else, man? What else have you played?
We had one night of Rainbow Six Siege because that would have been Sunday night because EA servers were down.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So I played with Nick, Weeksy, Snoogans, Blind Pig, Chris, McCormack.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of ranked matches on there. Won a couple, lost a couple, went to bed. But yeah, Rainbow Six is still pretty cool because there was a massive update, and I'm like, oh, it might be it was like a 6 or 8 gig update to it at the same time as I was reinstalling Division. That's how I noticed how big the update was, because the Division was 11 gig to reinstall after installing the disc. So I thought, oh, might have some new operators, but no. So the new operators are coming this month. It could be next week or the week after. I think it's next week.
Is there one called Smooth coming?
I wish. I'm pretty sure they're going to be Japanese. There was speculations ages ago, but then there was a very Japanese style art thing that they posted on their Facebook page, the Rainbow Six Facebook page.
So need to call one Smooth.
I know they're running out of chances, aren't they?
Yes, come on, it's your chance for Smooth operator.
So nothing new to report. We had a crunch. I played a little yesterday, probably 15-20 minutes, because it's a good way to gauge time. You put something in the oven that takes 35 minutes. Okay, I'll have 3 games of Rocket League, given the loading times, and every now and again going to overtime, then I should be able to walk out and get it out of the oven. So, a couple of games of Rocket League.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to play yesterday. Remember my messages saying, do you want to play something?
Yeah.
But you were busy?
I had a hectic day yesterday. House inspections over and done with, and I had to go I'd only done half of them because only half the money was there, but I'd done half the groceries.
Lovely. But yeah, that's what I wanted to play. I wanted to play Rocket League. I've got a burn in me to play it again.
That's good shit. And last but not least, I tried out FIFA Ultimate Team on FIFA 17. You know, the ones where you open decks of cards and you put the players. Yeah, the foot. It is what it is, unless you're going to spend 5-6 hours a day on it and keep playing soccer games and online games and stuff like that. You're not going to really make any progress, but I just wanted to try it out and get a couple of achievements.
Get this, a friend of mine at work, her son is about 12, 13 years old, and he's big on FIFA. He's asked for Christmas if he could have FIFA 17 and $200 worth of PSN credit for the cards.
Yeah, for the foot points, yeah.
I was talking to her and she goes, that is definitely not going to happen.
Oh, Mum.
The kids these days, he actually asked for $200 for cards.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive.
They're not even real.
No.
No thanks. But yeah, she's like,
and
no,
they expire. No shit, they expire unless you go in
really?
and use the money that you've accrued. Yeah, once their contracts expire, you can no longer use them. So you've got to buy contract extensions for every player. The higher the rating of the player, so bronze, silver, or gold. So a gold one, right? You buy a standard contract. For a bronze player, it gives you 99 games. For a silver, it gives you 30, and for a gold, it gives you 7. So you can use that player 7 times, or you've got to use the currency to go to the marketplace and buy contract extensions.
Ugh. Yeah.
Oh. You can do it all organically without putting money on there, but that's a lot of daily challenges, a lot of weekly challenges, and a lot of luck.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks.
I like FIFA, just friendlies.
Yeah. Look, I finished that campaign. I think I've said it already. The My Journey thing.
Yeah.
That was well worth it.
Do you end up in rehab and on bail?
No, you don't even end up. Oh, nah. Spoiler alert.
Ah!
I pulled myself up real quickly there. No, it's a lot more than I thought it was, but it's also a lot less than I thought it was. But it gave me about 45 hours of campaign.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, so I was happy with that. I love my controller. I'm just, as I said, I'm just looking for those. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow, Call of Duty Day. So I'll have another game on another 2 games on the Xbox tomorrow. And I'm being severely pressured to get Titanfall 2. Weeksy just got his in the mail. He got himself an Elite controller. Ross has got it. Brownie's onto me. So I think the boys all want to get Titanfall too, and I'm like, oh, look, we got first-person shooters at the moment, and why spoil it? Because we got a good thing going with Battlefield, and Call of Duty's another kettle of fish. I'm going to be doing that predominantly with my brother, because it's the only game he's going to own on Xbox, and I don't get to spend a lot of time with him. So, the Modern Warfare remaster, apparently 50 gig.
Yeah, I played it.
Fuck. Well, yeah, you downloaded it, what, 12 minutes?
90.
Count seconds. Yeah, so that'll take a couple of nights to download. So I've actually got some Blu-rays here to watch. So,
but yeah, sorry, mate.
So Netflix won't need to be on. So I'll download overnight. So, but yeah, that's basically it. So hit us up.
Yeah, well, we'll go on to what I've been playing. What did we miss? But Clash Royale. I got me little bomber skeleton guy up to level 9 this morning.
Oh, I did see last night would it have been about 12 o'clock you requested it?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, before bed.
Yeah, so I gave you a few of those.
Yeah, because I was looking at it going, oh, this will be the last request before I can upgrade him. And I saw it this morning and upgraded him, so he's level 9 now. And I think I'm going to start working on little sword man again the night. I'll get him up to level 10. So Clash Royale, still playing that. Man, I had a edgiest seat match of Clash Royale yesterday. It was so tense. I destroyed one of his towers. He destroyed one of my towers. I was working on his main castle.
Yeah.
And the timer was running out. We went into extra time. He started working on my other castle, and I thought, I don't have time to start on his castle, on his other tower, because he was working on my other tower to get the win, because it's sudden death. Whether it's a tower or the castle, whoever gets the next point wins. And I'm like, I don't have time. I've got his castle down about a quarter. I've got to continue with that now. I don't really have any other options. So I'm trying with that. I'm getting it down to about halfway. He's got my tower down. I keep chucking things down to defend that. At the same time, I'm trying to attack, but I can't because I'm too busy defending. But I managed to defend my castle down to the last 10 hit points, and the time ran out.
Thank God for that.
So it was a 1-1 draw. So no trophies won or lost, and we got 1 crown each. But it was so tooth and nail. He was trying so hard, but I just had all the right cards to defend, and he had all the right cards to defend. So we couldn't execute our attack plans properly. But God, it was tense. It was a pretty cool game for 5 minutes worth of gameplay.
Do you find sometimes you're really screwed with the way your cards come out?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the card drops ruin your plans. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fucking oath it does.
Yeah,
you should have a look too. Talking of Clash Royale, the tab on the very right-hand side, the tournament tab.
Yeah.
I noticed last night, because there's been a little update in the last day or so, 20-odd megabytes. Yeah. There's a tournament upcoming, and it's a free entry tournament.
Oh, yeah, that'll be worth doing.
But you don't use your own cards, so every time you go into a game, they'll give you random cards.
Ooh, that's an interesting thing.
And I've got 1 free entry there, so you should have to check yourself and see if you've got a free entry into that.
Yeah, King's Cup Challenge starts in 1 day, 15 hours. Entry 1 free entry.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to
keep that in the back of your mind. That's going to be happening tomorrow night. No, next morning.
Hey Siri, remind me in 1 day, 15 hours to play Clash Royale.
I just got a big belly laugh going.
There we go.
Nearly knocked my bookshelf over on my desk.
There we go. The reminder says play Clash WoW, but I'll know what it means.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Apparently that's Friday the 4th of November at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Makes sense.
So Clash Royale, get into it. Get into our... If you want to join our clan and it's full, let us know and we'll boot out some inactives. Because I think it's a max of 50, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Like I said, Division, already talked about that. Battlefield 1 multiplayer, I've talked about that. That's a beautiful looking game. Gwent.
Ah, yes, I have that installed.
Yeah, we set up, we were supposed to play it last night, but you just dogged us and went and played your shoot game, Pew Pews.
I didn't dog anyone.
You didn't reply. You probably didn't see the message.
Probably not till late. Oh, I was busy yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'm not going to smack you on the hand. I played with Snoogans. But you know what the disappointing thing is? And look, it is in early access. It's very, very early. Now, we're allowed to talk about it. There's no embargo. But they've kindly asked that we don't review it. And for very obvious reasons. We've got early access to it because CD Projekt Red are good to us. You can sign up for the beta and you may get a code as well. But played it last night. But there's no... From what I could see anyway, there was no way for me to battle Snoogans. I don't think you can fight your friends yet. I don't think it has that feature. So it was just like a lobby. You could go in and search for a game. Now, I played I played one game of Gwent in what's it called? Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And I think it was forced on me, and I didn't really know what was going on, and that was it. I never played Gwent ever again. So I don't know how the game works. So I went into it and did the tutorial, and it showed me, and I thought, this is my honest opinion of the game. Not the Gwent game, like the standalone game. Gwent, the card game. It feels very hollow. Like it's... I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's really much there. Look, I'm probably wrong, but this is just my first impression. I just felt like, that's the game? That's it? I have a bunch of cards. There's 2 rounds, 3 if it's a draw at the end of 2. I have a bunch of cards. The cards I play have a number figure, like a power score or something like that, which accumulates depending on what cards are on the board. Whoever's got the highest number at the end of the round wins the round. You've got to win 2 rounds to win the game.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously like the elemental cards where you can put down a fog, which will reduce the card values for both sides of the board. There's the ones that can clear it up and get rid of it. Some that can change. Some of them can attack. But it just, I don't know, it just felt, I haven't given it a lot of time, but please, this is my initial thoughts. I'll put a lot more time into it and see if my opinion changes. But it just felt like I was just putting down the next card. You know, I just felt like I was playing Uno. Does that make any sense?
It does, because you haven't played it enough.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. But that's just first initial thoughts of it. It just feels like there's not really any thought put into how I play, other than picking which card that I put down. But I don't know. Look, I played one game because only one online game because it was playing up. Whether the game crashed or it just failed to find someone to play against, stuff like that. It's got major issues. Major connectivity issues and crashing issues, but it's only in early access. The game's not even slated to release until this time next year.
Yeah, most likely.
And the beta is available until then, so it's not one of those ones where it's a week of beta or anything like that. It's going to be tested for a good year before it's going to be fully released, and it's going to be a free-to-play game, and then obviously you'll be able to buy card packs and stuff like that. But I mean, I like the look, like I like the idea, and hopefully I can get into it a little bit more because I did enjoy Hearthstone. But I'll keep playing it, and hopefully they add in something where you can play your mates, because I really wanted to play Snoogans, because I wanted to play noob versus noob. Snoogans didn't know much about the game. I don't know much about the game, so it would have been fairly balanced. That's what I wanted to do. But you know, if I play it more than him and they bring in that, then it's going to be unbalanced and unfair. But I would have really loved to play it first time with someone who also was playing it for the first time. But anyway, that's that. Sign up on the what's the website? It's not Gwent.com, is it?
Oh, something like that.
Gwent game. Just Google Gwent beta and sign up for it if you want to try it. and you might be able to get one, because I think they really want to vigorously test it. Moving on, what have I got? Skyrim, we talked about. Modern Warfare. I played the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare remaster yesterday, and I played like the first two, I think. 2, maybe 3 missions. Jeez, it looks good, man.
But, yeah.
Arguably, though.
I've seen some different footages and stuff like. I actually, and even Jason said about it. Someone glitched their way into multiplayer.
Yeah.
And so there was a stream of that going yesterday while I was having my breakfast.
I think it's just available in other regions, just not in Australia. Because I read a Reddit post saying something along the lines of the Modern Warfare multiplayer has been released early ahead of schedule, blah, blah, blah. But obviously Jason and I tried it and we had no luck, so it's obviously not in our region. But I think
this was just an American stream that I was watching yesterday, and there was some massive raging going on in the chat party about being reported and everything like that, and this is not right, and rah, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the popcorn, just sit here and watch the bug of the gameplay. I'm going to watch the bloody comment section.
Yeah, nice. Oh, well. Yeah, it plays well. I mean, I really want to play the multiplayer again, go back to all those old maps, and it reminds me of a day when I used to be good at first-person shooters, but then everybody else got good, and now I'm bad. But I want to still want to try it, so I'll give the multiplayer a go. But yeah, she's beautiful. She does look good.
Oh, I imagine it would, yeah.
It's a top-notch remaster.
It's like a total overhaul, isn't it?
Oh, it looks great. Look, I mean, everything was there. The assets were there back on the last generation of consoles. The game looked fantastic still, but it's just been spruced up. The lighting is a lot nicer. Depth of field added. Just clearer resolutions and stuff, which really adds to the game, makes it look real nice. And the 60 frame movements, which was probably the most obvious thing for me, is very welcome. It's nice.
Did Modern Warfare 1 have Spec Ops or Survival?
No, 2 did.
Because I like that Survival.
Me too. The Survival one was in 3, and Spec Ops, like all the different missions, was in 2. So I'm really hoping they bring 2 out, or in some sort of Call of Duty of the future, not too far away, they bring back those modes. I loved them, the co-op modes. I don't know why they don't do it anymore. Maybe it's just too hard. I can charge the same amount of money and still sell it and not put half the content in. Also, last and least, because I haven't played it enough, because I only got the game yesterday, Mark McMorris Infinite Air snowboarding game.
Mark McMorris?
You heard of him?
No.
He's sick, bro. Maybe they've just made him up. I don't know. I obviously don't. I'm not well invested in the snowboarding scene, but I know that other bloke that looks like your younger cousin. What's his name?
My younger cousin, or that bloke?
No, no, the guy on the game
with the long hair and
the redhead
young American dude. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Sean.
Yeah.
Sean White?
Yeah! Fuck
that's
his
name?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say... I thought I was being influenced with his surname because of the snow.
Walter.
Not Walter White.
Yeah, that's him.
What? Walter?
No.
Walter White is from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no. Sean White just brought him up and he has the goofiest head on it.
Yeah, he's big ranger head. But, anyway, look, I've played that. It's very in depth, like what you need to learn how to do. It's very hard. I spent about an hour just mucking around trying to work out how to play it. It's pretty hard. Like, it's easy enough to do the moves, but I think you've literally got to time your momentum and how fast your speed. You know, like, I think with the other games, like, you could pull yourself, like with the Tony Hawk games, you could pull yourself out of a spin to land. With this one, because of your momentum, there's no magic air brakes. So if you've got the timing wrong, you're going to over-rotate. So you've got to tuck yourself in to spin fast, but then you've got to come out to slow yourself down, time it right to land on your board. So there's no like magical just stop and land on your feet sort of control, which is hard.
That's cool though.
Yeah, well, so it should be for that type of game. It's supposed to be like a sim, I guess. But I'm going to play it a lot more through the week. There will be a review as well, and we'll talk about it probably a little bit more on next week's show. But the graphics look nice. The snow distribution's good too, and a couple of the features. But I don't know much about what's in it yet because I've only just basically done the tutorial and played a couple of runs. But you know what it reminds me of? Well, you never had a Nintendo 64, but did you ever play 1080 snowboarding?
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, I love that game. It kind of reminds me of that because in 1080 snowboarding, you couldn't just land either. You needed to press the Z button at the same time as you landed.
The brace, yeah.
So, yeah, to like brace. You don't have to do that on this one, but just the whole idea behind there's something you need to pay attention to land as well as jump. It's not just, oh, you got the jump right. Okay, you can just land. So, it's tricky. But anyway, I'll be playing that more. We'll talk about it next time. That's it, man. That's all I've got game-wise. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything.
It's been a big actual full week between podcasts, so hence you can tell the difference between last week's podcast and this week's podcast, Game Talk, because we've just smashed games.
Yeah, got plenty of time to get some games in there. But anyway, let's go into video game news.
Can I just ask one question before that?
You can.
Did you not put your VR on this week?
I'm sure I did. No, I don't think I did.
Oh.
No, I
didn't.
No, I didn't. I have only, mind you, I've only been like free since.
Not yesterday, day before.
Yeah, not yesterday, day before, because I've been flat out working, so I've only had a couple of days really to mass these games up. So, no, I haven't touched it. No,
yeah, cool.
My bad. I will not put it down when Resident Evil comes out. I tell you what.
It's not far away, is it? Next month? This month?
No, it's next year, man.
Oh, okay.
I think it's January.
February. No, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, next year, that one. I wish it was next month.
Yeah, I know, right?
Getting it. But yeah, I'm not getting any of these games, Red, and I don't like it. I can't get Titanfall. I can't get Battlefield. I can't get any of these games. My hands are tied. It really sucks.
Would you know what you can get, and you can get those games?
What?
Divorce.
A divorce, did you say?
Yeah, and then you can get the games.
Yeah, no, but you know what? It's not something that would normally be an issue. Like, I'd just buy my games. My wife doesn't dictate any of that sort of stuff, but I'm doing it for her because I'm saving up for a big holiday. Because she never complains about the amount of time I spend with Aussie Games Express, the amount of time I spend on video games, not to mention money I spend on all this stuff as well. So I'm putting the extra money aside for this big holiday for next year. We're going to be going overseas. I want to take her overseas, and yeah, I'm just really putting my foot down. I'm only going to be buying things that I'm gagging for. So I got the opportunity to play Modern Warfare thanks to Repremier. So thank you, Repremier, if you're listening, for letting me have a go of that. But I don't even think I'll be able to get Call of Duty, which sucks, because I want to play that. But I don't know. What else is coming out soon that I'll be getting?
Final Fantasy is coming soon. Oh, you will be getting?
Yeah.
Oh, probably the next one will be For Honor or Ghost Recon. Or
Ghost Recon, definitely.
Because that's February or March, so you're probably looking a few months before.
Yeah,
we've had our big influxes of our yearly releases. I don't know. Are you interested in getting the remasters like the Ezio collection?
No, not really. I will be playing Watch Dogs 2 though.
Oh yeah, that's the next. That's one of them. That's out this month.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. That's courtesy of Ubisoft though, so I'll be definitely playing that one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, did I answer your question?
Yes.
I can't remember what it was now. That's how good
Did
I
you
am.
put the VR headset on?
Yes and no. Okay. Let's move on to video game news.
Okay.
Okay, first up is the end of the Wii U, so it was reported. Eurogamer reported this week that the end of the Wii U has arrived. The popular, not so popular Nintendo console would run their final units off the production line on Friday, being tomorrow. However, IT Media has recently reported that a Nintendo spokesperson has stated that the article was simply not true. And they said, even though Nintendo Switch is slated to go on sale, the Wii U production is scheduled to continue. So I think that's really just someone's gone, oh, I bet this is going to happen soon. I'm going to jump the gun and just make it up and get lots of clickbait.
Oh, yeah, I'm 50-50.
What do you mean? You reckon it's going to happen?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Early.
Probably too early, as in tomorrow's too early, but I reckon it's not going to have the shelf life of a standard console.
But you know what the thing is? Like, the Nintendo consoles are notorious for having bad runs. Like, the GameCube was apparently a flop. But you talk to any Nintendo fans, they fucking love the GameCube.
Yeah, and they're the most expensive things to buy now.
Yeah, and I can see the Wii U being exactly the same. The Wii U will die off and go into the past, and the Switch will take its place. And 3-4 years down the track, people are going to be gagging for the Wii U. It's a good console. It has good games on it. It's just not marketed well. It doesn't have enough of the good stuff to bring others along other than Nintendo fans.
Oh, I can't wait for the Nintendo Switch.
Why, you want to get one?
Because then I could afford a Wii U.
Yes, well, there you go. Yeah, the prices will drop initially anyway for the second handies. But I don't know, Nintendo stuffs have a way of retaining their value somehow.
Talking of price drops, and this will still be relevant when the show goes live, $298 for a 1 terabyte Xbox One in EB games with 2 games at the moment. I'm not sure when this goes for when this goes live, but Target at the moment have 500 gig consoles for $240.
Whoa! They're not the slim, right?
No. Because they're probably about to stop making the bigger ones, if you know what I mean. They'll just go with special edition consoles and the 1 terabyte slims or S's.
Yeah, super cheap. That's cool.
Yeah,
all right, that's it for that one. Apparently, Nintendo aren't killing the Wii U just yet, so you can save your Wii-Ulogies for later.
Or if it was right, the ambulance will be coming a Wii U. Yeah, shut up. That's so done, Red. That's so done.
I say boom, boom, boom. Everybody say Wii U.
Wii U.
I stole that from Zach Knuckles. Remember Chomp on This Gaming?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he used to say that. That's not mine. He can have credit for that. He's disappeared. I don't know what he's doing these days. Go, Red.
Rightio. So starting off on the duo with Steam news, their advertisement policy has now taken a bit of a change. So screenshots now posted on Steam game or store pages must now be genuine in-game screenshots. And this is all according to a new Valve guideline. So in a message, a Steamwork developer, Valve UI designer Alden Kroll wrote that any images you upload to the screenshot section of your store page should be screenshots that show your game. This means avoid using concept art, pre-rendering cinematic skills or images that contain words, marketing copy, or written product descriptions. So they want to rule out misleading stuff. Like there's a section of this news I don't really want to touch on, but they're blaming No Man's Sky, which is not cool. So you can see that Valve itself has replaced many screenshots for Dota 2 because that previously had a lot of concept art and some of the narrative story-based sort of storyboard art that they had up on their page as well. So basically, no misleading screenshots to make the game look prettier than it actually is. Though, you would imagine the screenshots are going to come in 4K from the best computers possible at the highest specs.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. They'll make it look as pretty as they can within the guidelines.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? That's probably the best.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Absolutely.
We've looked at a lot of games on Steam and the screenshots make it look really good. Then you get it and it's a clunky heap of...
Well, I can always tell the difference between in-game...
Yeah, so you can, I can't.
But it still bothers me because I want to have a look at the in-game stuff, so I'll watch the trailer and I'll watch it and I'll go, none of that is the actual game. It's very easy to tell. What I look for when I want to see in-game, I look for the in-game perspective. So I look for a HUD. If there is no HUD, I'm not going to take it as gameplay. And if the game's third person and it's not third person behind the character, then I'll disregard it. If it's a first person game yet I can see the character, obviously that's like a cutscene or something like that. I hate it. Look, I understand if you're doing a teaser, but if with only pre-rendered stuff or cutscenes, but if the game is released, I think you should be showing gameplay.
Yeah.
What
was the big one with misleading? Watch Dogs 1. That copped a lot of flack for misleading gameplay footage prior to release because they dropped all the resolutions and the bloody frames per second.
That's a different issue altogether, I think, because that was gameplay, but that was gameplay from not from the final product that looked a lot better. They had to drop it all down because I think all they could get it to run on was the fucking bullshit strongest computer in the world, which is not going to fly because not everybody has that. So if it could only run looking that good with all those things running on high ends, they won't sell it. So they had to dumb it down, which is really silly though. I think they just didn't make the game right because you look at games like GTA 5 and that runs. So issues there. But I just think that they need to stop being misleading. Just show your game, warts and all. If it's shit, well, what would you rather? Someone not buy the game or someone buy the game, complain and get a refund?
Yeah, rubbish the shit out of it. That's right.
You are going to get the odd person who buys the game, thinks it's horrible and doesn't play it and doesn't get a refund. Essentially, you've stolen their money. But if you want that, do you want money in that way? Yeah. Is it the way you want your business to be run? I don't know. That's just for them to decide. But I do like the idea of them getting rid of misleading screenshots.
Yeah, good stuff. So, continue.
Well,
with
you know
Steam.
what they'll do. You know what they'll do. Sorry, just quickly on that. You know what they'll probably do is probably a backdoor around the issue is they'll show in-game menu shots.
Yeah.
And pause screens and stuff where the character will pop up, and that's one way around it. But anyway, that's sneaky. Sorry, continuing on. What were you going to say?
You can continue with your Steam news now if you like.
Yes, right. Steam Zelda. Oh no, sorry. Steam Link. My bad.
I get it.
Shut up, everyone listening. Play your Steam games on any TV in the house with Steam Link. Setup is easy. Just connect your Steam Link to your TV and home network, where it will automatically discover any computer running Steam. Then grab a controller and play your collection of games from the comfort of your couch. So you don't have to do what I did and drag the fucking computer into another room. That's fantastic. Steam Link will cost $89.95 if you pre-order now from EB Games. It's due out in December. They're also selling the Steam controller in Australia now for the first time. Same price, $89.95 from EB Games, which is also due in December this year. Now, I'm not waiting for the the EB Games one. I have already made my purchase through Amazon, and I've done all the necessary checks. Still not 100% till it gets here, but apparently the US version will be compatible in Australia. I can't see any reason why not. The only thing is it may have a different power adapter.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is it a self-powering unit?
Yeah, it needs to be plugged into a power point. But from the description that I got from the purchase, it comes in the box with an adapter. So if it doesn't, I already have a couple of adapters that I can use, so there's no issue there. But just keep that in mind if you do decide to get a little bit early. With the delivery time from the States, I'm looking at about 2 weeks, which is going to put me into mid-November. So I may have it up to 6 weeks maximum before the EB Games ones come out, because we don't know when in December. So assuming it's the end of December, it'll be about 6 weeks early, or minimum 2 weeks if it comes out on the 1st of December. But so what I'm going to do when that does come out, for anyone that is interested, I'll do an unboxing. I'll also do a video review on it and let you know how it performs and if it's worth getting. I think it should be fine. I'm pretty impressed that it's got 3 USBs, three USB plugs, so you can plug in keyboard, mouse, controller, and it has Ethernet, wireless, and the power out. That's all it's got. There's no lights. There's no nothing. It's literally a slim little box, the same size as a small portable hard drive. And what I'm planning on doing is connecting it up and double-sided taping it to the back of my TV. That's how sort of compact it is. So that's the plan. Keep it out of the way. It's compatible with PlayStation 4, DualShock 4 controllers. It's compatible with Xbox 360 controllers. It's compatible with Xbox One controllers, and obviously the Steam controller as well. You can use it wired, or you can plug in the Microsoft wireless dongle for either a 360 or the Xbox One. You can also plug in the wireless dongle for the PS4. It's compatible with all that stuff, which is pretty damn good. And it just runs Steam Big Picture onto your computer. So it sounds like exactly what we need. Now, I wanted to play Skyrim in the lounge room just last week, and I just Googled Steam streaming or whatever, and it came up. I didn't realise that this was a new thing, but now that it's pre-orderable at EB Games, maybe it has just come out. I stumbled across it at the time that it was being announced, which is pretty cool. You can get it also on eBay, but eBay you're looking at about $120. Mind you, the price that I paid on Amazon, the unit is $49.95 US, plus about $10 postage. All up, it cost me about $80.
Nice.
So it's tiny bit cheaper to get it a little bit earlier, but we'll see how it goes. That's it for that one. Do you have any questions about the Steam link?
No, it's just funny that you say that you stumbled upon it upon release, sort of thing. But there's obviously that need there now. Like consoles are trying to be a lot like computers these days, like with the Pro or more the Scorpio coming out next year, hopefully. They're trying to hit the specs and everything of the PC realm. But now PC are now offering you the comfortability of being a console gamer and just flicking something on and sitting down with a controller in your living room.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
I do too, because that's the thing that I don't dislike the most about PC gaming, and it's sitting at my computer desk. It's not comfortable. Compared to my lounge, it's not comfortable. And spending $80 is a lot better than spending, $1,500 on a laptop.
On a laptop, yeah. Well, my laptop, we used that to stream while I was at your place, and it would have been more effective cooking popcorn than it would have been playing games.
Yeah, the only thing that streamed was the tears coming out of your computer. She had a cry. But anyway, That's coming. All right, next news, Red.
So, there has been a meeting in 2004 between Grinding Gears Development Agency, which is over in New Zealand, Auckland-based, and the Diablo lead designer, David Brevik. And they've now joined forces, based out of New Zealand, to launch the action RPG Path of Exile into China. So, obviously, he's the lead designer of Diablo, and he hasn't really worked on this Path of Exile. He's just there to help boost it into China, because obviously, if you're in the know, Western media really struggle to break into China because they have different rules and laws that only so much Western materials allowed in per year, sort of thing.
Right.
So he's been a driving force behind getting the Path of Exile into China.
That's
but
cool
now,
game.
Yeah. So, but now, since 2004, they've had a relationship because he was invited to be a keynote speaker at the Game Developers Conference of New Zealand.
Yeah.
So the relationship has blossomed, and there's speculation here to whether he might be able to, or might be staying on to work with them on something new. Because he has some very strong opinions on VR, early access, and Destiny. So, if you do a bit of a Google search, you can find some interviews with him. So his name's David Brevik, Brevik, or just look up Diablo lead designer.
Okay,
So
cool.
that the speculations then all hit the air as whether will he be working on the next Diablo installment, because that's all basically been confirmed. And so we might get something from New Zealand / Australia with a big development name behind it. So good luck.
Diablo 4 Down Under.
It's like Act 2.
Yeah.
Out
Very
in the
good.
desert.
Next news.
Yep.
All right, my last one here. Watch Dogs 2 DLC details, and this is from IGN. Now, I thought you might be particularly interested in this one, considering you're still a little bit toasty from Watch Dogs' season pass that you got. But this is what we've got in the season pass. First up is the T-Bone content bundle for Watch Dogs 2.
Fuck off.
Sound good? Start off well.
Oh. Because that's all you got on Watch Dogs 1.
Well, yeah, and they're giving it to you again. The DLC comes out December 13th on PlayStation 4 and lets players dress up Marcus like the legendary hacker T-Bone. And also there's a new co-op difficulty as well that will come out with that one. Next one is Human Conditions. That's the second pack available with the Season Pass, and that's offering 3 new world stories. The DLC will also include additional elite co-op missions and another enemy type called Jammer. It's all planned to release in spring 2017. Last but not least is No Compromise, which sees Marcus in a new world story that includes the Russian Mafia. The co-op mode Showdown also will arrive with this DLC in spring 2017. The Watch Dogs 2 Season Pass also gives players immediate access to the Psychedelic Pack and Root Access Bundle. Both are full of customization options as well as the Zodiac Killer mission. Now, I couldn't find a price for the Season Pass on its own, but the standard edition of Watch Dogs 2 was $99.95 on the PSN store, and the Gold edition was $144.95, which includes the Season Pass. So it's a $45.
At least 3 things that you run off there are from number 1. No.
Yeah.
If it was $25, yeah, I'd hit it up. If I was to buy, I'm that burnt. I'm not buying Watch Dogs 2. I'm not.
But did you like Watch Dogs?
Well, I had no choice. There was nothing else to play.
It was early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was meant to be a release title, and then it was 6 months later, and still 6 months later, we're only getting remasters, things that have been ported from a previous generation, getting shit PS Plus games.
I loved it. I loved Watch Dogs. I platinumed Watch Dogs, and I don't platinum games unless I enjoy playing them, because it makes you spend a lot of time in the world and playing them. So I loved Watch Dogs. I never bought the Season Pass, so I didn't have that painful feeling, but I'm definitely going to be getting Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, not only did I get and this is my own choice, but not only did I get the season pass, but it didn't come with the big DedSec edition, which I bought also because it was like one of the first big major releases on PlayStation. So it was this open world hacking game that I was so excited about. So I forked out a lot. I forked out over $200 for that game, and never got that value.
Was that the statue one?
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. And I haven't bought a statue since either.
Yeah. No, well, I've only ever bought one. That's me Nathan Drake that's behind me. Love him.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hey, bro.
I needed to be burnt by that, I think, to then be more careful with my statue editions / season pass purchases.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, Red, give us your last bit of news.
Titanfall 2 free LC.
Free LC, I like it.
Yeah, so all DLC content to drop for Titanfall 2 will be free to every player. Ta-da! Not unlike Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, that's good.
So, quote reads, once you've purchased Titanfall 2, your investment includes a full single-player campaign, the full multiplayer maps and modes, and long-term support with no hidden costs.
Sounds good.
Because originally Titanfall 1 had a season pass of a US $25 price tag, and then eventually, due to not being very popular, everything became free anyway. So they've just continued the trend now, and probably to turn around and not burn the people that bought the season pass for number one, if you know what I mean. So there's no gamble. You go to JB or you go to Target for $78, $79 some places are cheaper as well if you wanted to do some research. But for $80, you're getting the full game, everything. You're never going to be excluded from any of your mates that buy it, and that is good in my book every day of the week.
Microtransactions?
Most likely.
Yeah, probably.
And that'd be all cosmetic, as it is like with Battlefield 1 for the first week. You know how you used to be able to buy battle packs and stuff for Battlefield Hardline and 4?
Yep.
Well, and they used to give you attachments and everything, but Battlefield 1 just give you variants, which is purely cosmetic, which is just camo.
Yeah.
And there was never an option to buy these battle packs.
Yeah.
Now there's a section in the game where it says go to store to buy battle packs, but that's not currently updated on the store. So obviously the microtransactions are now coming into Battlefield 1. They'll be there for Call of Duty. You can fucking guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I dislike about the Call of Duty ones is you need those or whatever their variant is, like the black market, whatever it was, to get those special weapon variants that were introduced into the games in updates and everything. That was the only way you could get certain guns. Battlefield 1 is just cosmetic, and I'd say if there's anything, like I've got no previous knowledge of Titanfall, Ross will come in and comment Sunday morning saying, oh, there is or there isn't sort of cosmetic availability with microtransactions, but everything in the game will be available just with the initial purchase, and that's the way it needs to be.
Cool. Nice to know. All right, that's the end of the news, Red. Shall we go into What's That Sound?
Let's do this.
Okay. Alright, so the scores for What's That Sound are 2 to Red, 3 to Lucas.
Yeah.
Because you got last week's correct. The answer was LA Noir, and it kind of got me. I mean, would I have gotten it eventually? I don't know. I'm not very good with these, but you got it right. LA Noir, Rusky, Brownie, Martin Creamers, Robert White, and Ross Mark all got it correct, and they all scored themselves specialnesses. And you closed the gap because it was 1 to 3, thanks to your little indiscretion last week.
Or shenanigans.
Shenanigans! Hey, Fiver, what's the name of that restaurant you like?
Shenanigans.
Oh! Pistol whip. Rightio, but anyway, this week's What's That Sound? You ready for it?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, once again...
What? Oh. Ready.
The little title that Rep Ramirez put on this one says computer game.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if that's a hint or not, but let's have a listen.
At least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
A what?
I don't know. Not sure why I said that.
I'm going to go out there and say
a computer game within a computer game. Trying to... Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Me neither, but I'm just going off the voice.
May as well play it one more time.
Yeah, let's play it again.
At least I learned something from all this.
What's that?
Never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
A what?
I don't know. Not sure why I said that.
Either it's self-aware. That sounds a little bit more like it's self-aware. Like the character's talking about the fact that he's in a... Oh, I don't know. I have no idea, but there's a couple of clues or a couple of speculations for anyone listening.
Yeah, well, I'll stick with my choice and we'll see. I don't know. I'll lose my mind if I'm right, because I've never played that game. It's on Games with Gold at the moment. I downloaded it yesterday, but I have not played it. All right. Well, I'm going to have to remove that because that's a... No, that's a hint. That's a hint that can stay in there. All right, if anyone listening at home, if you think you know what that sound is, send us a message to our Facebook page, and if you're correct, you may end up with a free game. That's it, Red. What's next?
Shout.
If you want to, Red, shout.
Okay, so Snoogan's done all the hard work for me.
Yeah.
He put up a post saying, basically gives a shout out and tell us where you're from, so we can put the whole Aussie and Aussie Gamers Express. And as he promised, I will give a shout out to everyone that commented, and I will do the stalker thing and tell everyone what you wrote. So, Robert White from Tassie. Yeah. Martin Creamers from West Coast is the best coast. So that may be like Perth or Western Australia. Michael Dooley, Sydney. Yeah. Aidan Stewart, Southwest Coast. And then he shared the post, and there was another one. Zachary Courtney Rotes says, I'm going with Rotes, R-O-E-T-Z, Rotes. Good old Tassie, so there's another Tassie boy, yeah. Rusky Big Musky, good old US of A. Isn't that like near China? So he's from India, Ohio. I would suggest that OH stands for. I'm not very good with my American...
India?
Indiana.
And
it was still the weekend there when it was early week for us. So
yep.
You're from Sydney, where the weather is perfect.
Isn't it? Oh, that day the weather was fantastic.
And like any good gamer, you should use that as an excuse to stay inside and play games.
This is exactly what I did.
Yes. Jared Peatley, Perth, WA. So we've got a lot of West Coast and we've got a lot of East Coast. Like, can someone say like Uluru? And Sean Craig Thomas says he's also from New South Wales. So shout out to everyone that replied to that post. I'm going with Tassie wins.
There was a win? You had to win?
There was more people from Tassie on the post than anywhere else.
Yeah, that's because they were all your cousins.
They are warm, or ex-lovers.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, Jesus, I walked into that.
Yeah, even they're your ex-lovers at the same time as your current. Once a lover in Tassie, always a lover.
That's
it's like It's like relatives.
One and the same. But yeah, so thanks to everyone for jumping on and showing a bit of support and not being scared to say where you're from, because we're pretty harmless.
Yeah, we're nice guys most of the time.
Yeah.
As long as you're not making us rage in a video game. We're not going to yell at you. Red might.
Yeah, well, it's likely, especially if you take my tank.
What about you in Red's recap? You give everyone the finger sometimes at the end of your show.
Oh, I done it yesterday.
That's all I've got. Up yours. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, read the shirt. Fuck you.
Yeah. And everyone
love
loves
it.
you for it. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know what? The second that I do one of my last 48 videos and I go, thanks everyone for watching, go eat a dick. And you watch everyone be like, you're so horrible. I can't get away with that stuff.
It's because you're the sensible one. They expect it from me because they know I've got IQ, I was going to say of a 7-year-old, but just an IQ of 7. I've got the reflexes of a 7-year-old in Battlefield, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you do. But anyway, I've got to do my last 48 video today.
Alright.
I haven't really planned it yet, so...
Do you want me to help you with this one as well?
No, and you didn't help me with the other one. You just suggested some things that I liked, so I used it. I didn't ask for your help.
No, Jesus. No.
Geez, if I can't put together a 5-minute video...
Yeah.
See? That's how you feel dead air. Fart noises. But anyway.
All right. You can put in the death march right there, that dead air. Because we're coming up with final words. Have you got any final words?
Oh, no, couldn't be fuck finding the sound effect. Just, you do it.
Dun 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 dun.
Last words. Have you got any last words?
I do. Feral Dave, FERALDAVE, hit me up on the PSN if you want to grab an invite to a new community I made for Battlefield 1 players. So the mantra is you should not play this game alone. Everyone should squad up, have fun, and kick ass, I think the last one is. Yeah. Squad up, have fun, share your victories, show some screenshots of good KDs or videos of good kills, and yeah, I really think Battlefield 1 would be very hard to play or very hard to enjoy on your own unless you're just an absolute beast. So get amongst it. I would not have had the success I've had if it wasn't for good teammates.
Very good. Anyone out there, if you haven't already, please go across to our YouTube channel, Aussie Gamers Express, and subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh, I got a question last night which you might be able to answer.
Maybe.
Brendan Brown asked, how does he rate the podcast on Stitcher?
I have no idea.
Edit.
Stand by, I'll have a look. Hang on, it won't take long. www.stitcher.com. Let's have a look how friendly this website is. Search for Aussie Gamers. Oh, look at that, came up. Going to it now. You probably can't. Probably make a liar out of me. What's going on with this stupid thing? It keeps telling me to get the app. No, I don't want the app. Just show me on the website. There we go. Yeah, do it on your computer. I don't know if you can do it from the app on your phone, but if you go to stitcher.com/podcast/Aussie, oh, fuck, no, all that shit, don't worry about it. Just search for Aussie Gamers Express instead of typing all that garbage in. Scroll to the bottom of the page and it says write a review.
There you go.
Yeah, and so far there are 2 reviews. Both of them are me. They're 5 stars though. But for anyone else, you can leave reviews on iTunes as well. If you're an iPhone or an iOS user, you can leave us a review on iTunes. You can do it on Stitcher. Either one, we'll be happy if you do that. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. But that's it. Anything else, Red?
Thanks very
Yeah.
much for having me again. Next
You
week's
done?
150.
Yeah, episode 150. That's a mini milestone.
Yeah, get excited.
Yep, awesome. Good stuff. Right, thank you, Red. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I love that. We did a stream to it last night, so you'll get all notifications and you'll see all the videos and that popping up. But other than that, thanks again for another week, and we'll see you next week. I am Lucas.
And I'm Red.
Oh, sorry about that. The show is over. While you wait for the next show, check out Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and everything else that teenagers know how to use better than us. If you want to send us an email, send it to info@aussiegamersexpress.com and check out our website at www.aussiegamersexpress.com. We will be talking at you soon enough on the next episode of the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast.